I am truly confident when I say that AEW has the best roster in professional wrestling today.
Screw the script!
Welcome back, everybody, to Screw Script, and your host, as always, Maverick. Thanks for joining me this Friday night. Sorry I didn't upload yesterday, but we had a special Thursday drop for Collision, so I figured I'd just upload today, and then I'll be back to my regular schedule of Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, starting this Sunday. But let's get into my claim at the start of the video. Why do I feel like AEW has the best roster today? Well, we saw a great Dynamite, and we saw a great Collision, back-to-back nights. And Dynamite and Collision, they both felt very different from one another. Dynamite was packaged with a lot of good promos, especially that one that opened up the show with Will Ospreay, with Kenny Omega, with Jon Moxley. MJF got involved as well. And like I said in a previous video, the world title picture in AEW is at the strongest and the most elite I think it's ever been. There are so many great talents that could easily step into the world title picture and go after MJF, who's the current champ. And honestly, every time the belt is on his shoulders, he brings out the best in everybody else. And we're going to see it at All In Wembley, whether it is him and Will Ospreay, or if we truly do see Kenny Omega beat MJF at next week's show. And next week's show is going to be in an outdoor arena venue. It's going to look great. It's literally right along the ocean side. So I hope somebody gets thrown into the ocean, a funny spot there. Look at the card that we had for Dynamite. It was a lot of fun. You opened up with Briscoe and MJF putting on a fantastic match, especially for just a regular-ass episode of Dynamite. And that is one reason why I feel like I can back my statement up. They put on great weekly matches, weekly title matches, whether it's the AEW title, the TBS title, the TNT title, the women's title, tag titles, trios titles, national championship, continental. You get the point. It is very apparent to me that their roster is the deepest roster in pro wrestling. One guy gets hurt, 5 step up. We see that currently in the women's roster with Toni Storm being gone for whatever reason it is. Tekla has stepped up to being, I think, arguably the best women's pro wrestler right now in 2026. And you got all these women that were in the TBS Championship Survival of the Fittest on Wednesday, and that was a brilliant match. I wanted Persephone to win, personally, but having Shida be TBS champ once again, I believe this is her second or third time now. It was great to see. It's great to see Shida back. Persephone looks like she's going to be starting a feud with Chris Statlander after she took her out. She took her out with the belt, hitting her across the head, and then Shida didn't really have to even submit her. She was just out cold, and the match was won there. Queen Amanada would have been great to see to win as well, but the women's division is the deepest it's ever been. It's the best it's ever been. And here's the kicker, you guys. With how great Dynamite and Collision was yesterday, we haven't even gotten to the point where we're going to see some new faces. I guarantee you we are going to see the New Day probably debut at All In Wembley. Kairi Sane as well could very well debut at All In. They may have 2 monstrous debuts for AEW. Those are going to draw some eyes. You could be watching this right now and be the biggest hater possible. I'm sure there are some of you that watch this because I do see some downvotes that I get here and there on my videos. But you're going to be lying through your fucking teeth if you're going to tell me that the New Day aren't a draw, that Kairi Sane is not a draw, because they were big draws when they were in WWE. And I think they're going to be utilized really well on the AEW roster whenever they show up. My money is on All In Wembley. Lio Rush and Kevin Knight, great match. Lio Rush, probably the most over he's ever been in his career. The Rain! Kevin Knight, great young star, 28 years young. He might be 29 now, but still under the age of 30. He's a great heel in the Don Callis family now. He retains. Moxley and Ospreay, great team. We saw that in that promo, Moxley was given a patch, and then he had that talk with Omega, and then we saw JF get involved. A lot of funny things happened. Will Ospreay said, "You ought to be careful. You'll end up breaking your neck, sucking yourself off like that, mate." And Renee was trying so damn hard not to laugh. Really, really good burn there by Ospreay. And that was just such a really well done opening segment promo. We had other promos throughout the night. Switchblade, so damn good on the mic. God, I am glad that he's back. And then they had a match on Collision the following night. Moxley and Ospreay beat the Swirl. And yeah, there was only five matches. I think there was a squash match at some point on Dynamite. But even if they do it the way that, God forbid I say, WWE does it, where there's less matches and more promos, they do it better. I personally think their promos are better. They're not held back by PG. And their matches are better because, yes, there was only that many matches for Dynamite, but the opening match alone was like 20 minutes. And then Collision, what was it, 8, 9 matches you saw in Collision? Kyle Fletcher beating ELP, great match. Andrade going over Brian Cage, man, how you know?
How you know?
Maya World versus Julia Hart. We see Maya World win. She is really getting a monumental push, especially after that great match. Athena beat Rena. Adam Copeland, the Bang Bang Gang beat Shane Taylor Promotions in a really, really fun 4-on-4 tag match. I loved it. Loved seeing Jay White back. Blade Runner is so damn cool. The Demand had a squash that are still relevant. Thunder Rosa and Mina, they were in action. There was a lot that went on. Speedball, Bandito, Mystico versus the Rascals. That was a spot fest match. You got everything. You got every flavor from Dynamite this week and Collision this week, where you really can't complain about. There's literally no hole in the roster right now, even with the injuries that they do have. And that is why, again, going back to the beginning of the video, I feel like AEW has got the best, the deepest roster in all of pro wrestling. The only WWE news I have for you, it's been a minute since I've said anything. SmackDown's going back to 2 hours. What was that? Oh, this just in, everybody. I guess SmackDown is going back to 3 hours before they even test back to 2 hours. Just kidding. But honestly, that's how it feels like. They've gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. They're so damn lost over in WWE. Even with the fucking compass, they couldn't find their way home. And then ESPN recently asked WWE to add more matches to PLEs because they probably see that they're getting dog-walked by AEW pay-per-views when there's 8, 9 matches a pay-per-view, and then ESPN has these boring, slower than molasses, ad-infested PLEs by WWE that has 4, maybe 5 matches if you're lucky, and all the matches total less than an hour of wrestling. Well, Night of Champions, they added, I think, was it 1 more? Didn't feel any different to a lot of people, it seems like, but that's the WWE news that I have for you. And then some news for TNA. They only sold 643 tickets for the tapings in Albany, New York. Not even a live show, just tapings. And yet they couldn't even get to 1,000 tickets. They're going to basically black out the entire arena, minus that small chunk, probably put them all on the side that's got the camera facing it, and nobody else in the arena. That are probably going to get upgraded seats in this venue because TNA is not a draw anymore. They lost Santana recently. They lost Eric Young recently, and they're going to keep losing people. They have like not even 30 people on the roster. I feel like it's dying again. It's going back in the same TNA limbo of going up and down and up and down and up and down as a company. And that's not shocking to me at all. Maybe to Eric Bischoff. That's all I had in this episode of Screw Script. Let me know down below what your favorite match was from Dynamite, from Collision. What are your thoughts on the WWE news that I mentioned and the TNA just awful numbers there? And who do you think is going to win next week between MJF and Kenny Omega? Who's going to Wembley to face Will Ospreay? Let me know in the comments. As always, this has been Maverick with Screw Script. Thanks for watching.